it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright to say it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright to say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. I take a low tech, take your pick. 'Cause you can't teach an old dog a brand new trick. I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, there's a place that I can't find. A drink or two to ease my mind. Golden days. It's alright, take your time. Everybody thinks that you passed your prime. It's alright, it's okay. You still got plenty to say. Hey, Rob Smith here. Move forward a little bit. Oh, here I show what I touch. Hope y'all are doing fine. Move my pens over. There we go. Whoops. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, it's okay. Excuse me. Now I'm just testing. It sounds like I'm clearing my sinuses. But actually, all I'm doing is really I'm just testing the microphone. That's all I'm doing. Yes, hope you all. How are you all today? It is whatever today is. I've lost track myself. Are we still counting those things? I forget. I have to start off here. Oh, this is a drawing. This is the one I did yesterday. My friend Diana over in Germany. Diana and her husband Rico. Yesterday was her birthday. I did this real quickly last evening. She's a huge fan of a TV series called Simon and Simon. And there they both are, AJ and Rick Simon. Lots of Florida connections to this TV series. Simon and Simon was originally going to be based in Florida. The creator, Philip DeGuerre, had it all take place, of course, in South Florida, as most were. But he had quite a dedication. He was actually, the pilot was filmed over in parts of southern, kind of south of Hialeah, south of Kendall, but a bulk was filmed over at Everglades City, using the Rod and Gun Club and the Causeway going over to the Smallwood store. Now, that doesn't mean much to anybody, but when I watched it, I said, oh my gosh, I know that. And the intent was the whole series was going to be based in Florida. And thus the pilot was presented and was accepted, and they started to film in Florida. And then Universal came back and said, wait a minute, how much is this costing? Cut Florida, move it back to California. So the series would end up being based in San Diego, and a lot of filming was done around San Diego. This was interesting because some other dynamics were going on while the series was being filmed. This guy, Gerald McRaney, met a lady named Delta Burke, who was doing a series called Designing Women. Now, what's interesting is that they met because the series, it seems as though that the series went back to California, thus they were in the same area and met each other. I forget, it was at some event they met, but I believe it was in California. Well, Delta Burke, born and raised in Orlando. I actually worked with her mother with the City of Orlando Historic Preservation Board. Great, really nice lady. The whole board was wonderful. And then the Mayor Glenda Hood said, oh. Well, it wasn't her, actually. It was these so-called professionals, architects and so on. They wanted work, you see. So they said, we want this Historic Preservation Board. Kick out these ladies. We want all these women, all these wives. Get rid of them. We're taking over this thing. And Glenda Hood becoming more and more crooked in office. She didn't start that way. She became that way. She went ahead and did it. Cleared the slate. Out went, it was a Day, it was Susan Day? Day, if you know the Day building by Lake Eola, that's her. She lived on Shady Lane in College Park. And then Delta's mother, I can't think of her first name now, but everybody got cleared out, and they brought in all these architects who started getting work from the Historic Preservation Board. It was so corrupt. Anyway, So there's a lot of Florida connection, and it actually gets deeper, but I'll just keep it superficial. She's a huge fan, so I just did this for her birthday. She's been very, very kind. Or in fact, she's the one who got so many of my other friends involving the Simon and Simon thing over to my Facebook page. Because she went searching for me and found me. She's very good. But anyway, her husband specifically is a target shooter, and so I know she fires guns too, but he's kind of the professional. Gets all sorts of awards and so on. All right, so that's what I did yesterday. Now I will. I probably need to send that to her. She was also did something wonderful when I was with the USO in Germany. She sent over, this is 15 years ago. She sent a big box of chocolates and candies and all. I may have said this before. So good. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not watching. There are people here. Hope. Yes. Oh, okay. You guys are here. All right. This is usually the quiet day. This is usually the quiet day. I have, since Melissa isn't here, I've opened my frosty root beer. You know, Melissa doesn't like root beer. Yes, so there's my frosty. I'm not sure. I still have some bottles from North Carolina. I'm not clear if this is that or not. I think it's either that or I got it over in Manatee County. But anyway, I've got a kid. I was, well, since you all are here, I have killed myself yesterday. Started in the morning. I was, I don't know if I sent photos or not. I was at first was Thursday was a long day at the fundraiser. Um, and then I didn't get back to 11 o'clock and got and turned. But then I had to do some stuff. I didn't get to bed till 4 or 5 or so. Got a few hours sleep. Was up. Then manned a voting. I can't do those things. I can't door knock. I should be doing those things. It means interacting with. And it's something I got from my grandfather. I do the opposite. My grandfather kept to himself. He didn't say much. He was very quiet. And he died of heart issues, I think, because he kept to himself so much. He was also very politically active, so am I. But I don't keep quiet. I'm hoping to live. I'm hoping to pass his age. We'll see. I got about a year and a half. Let's see if I get past it. But so I'm very open. I just tell you what I think, and I'm not the best person to be in those booths because I mean, I love. I'm a Republican, but I'll tell you all sides to things, and if I and also I've had more experience. A lot of these folks just got involved the last 3 4 years. They have no idea what I've been through in 40 years. I've seen a lot. I know some of these guys and they're new people in the politics, and they're surprised how much I know more than they do usually. But anyway, we had to park. So I went from there, and I was outside there for about 4 hours. Got my car, drove down. That was over at Ted Whitlock Community Center. Then I drove over to Panita and Wickham Road, and we waved signs, flags, signs, everything for about. I was from 4 till 7 or so. 7:30. It wasn't quite dark yet. Seven. Anyway, I had to park in a CVS parking lot. And I don't like CVS. I don't. They're just to me they're newcomers. I'd rather go to Walgreens. So I need to buy something because I was taking up their parking spaces. So oh my gosh, what's happened here? Why is the chat way down here? Okay. Well, Melissa does. People have their tastes, and that's fine. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm particular to Frosty. No, I didn't really grow up with this. Is my father loved root beer, and I haven't drunk an actual soft drink besides root beer since 1981, as you may or may not have heard before, with the visits to Culver's. But this is about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I was thinking, my father sure has been not helping the root beer industry because he used to drink a lot of root beer. So I started buying occasionally when I was up, but I particularly would want to buy this, and it's not available, not available at all. Not and so when I was in North Carolina, the Frosty was everywhere. So I was every store, Food Lion, Lowe's, Ingles, everybody had root beer. So I bought it. It's when I was coming back here, I found out Winn-Dixie had started selling it. It was somewhere in between the Winn-Dixie Aldi thing that they'd started bringing it in. It's in their $1.25 section, and so it's much cheaper than these individual glass bottles. This is a original glass bottle. Otherwise, the only place you can buy glass bottles in Florida is over in Bradenton. Actually, it's this place called, it's a wonderful place. I really recommend it. They sell all sorts of fruits and vegetables, all mostly Florida, as close as they can get to being Florida based. but they do have other things too. But it's a monster store called Detweiler's, and there's 5 locations, starting at the most northern one in Palmetto, all the way down to Venice, Florida, all within Manatee and Sarasota counties. Great, great, great store. I really like. I love going there. I took my half brother there. He helped me do something here. Go over there a year and a half ago or so. Um, and I said, "Oh, Jeff, while we're here, we got to go to Detweiler's," and he really liked the place too. There's really nothing like it. Closest would be like a we were talking about. I've never been in Sprouts. I see there's another one being opened on Wickham Road. While I was driving back last night, half asleep. But anyway, I haven't had much rest, by the way. So anyway, I bought these, and Fresh Market. But it's not. It's much larger. They make smoothies. They do a lot. It's a really good place. All right, so I bought some Kinder eggs to pay. This is my parking charge. So I just thought, so I'd open one up and let's see what's inside, and that will spur things. I have no. What is this? What is this? I don't know. You never know. This is. Some of them are themed. For example, on Kinder, I saw here. I just linked Kinder for the first one we did about them on Facebook, and they apparently were at the New York Comic Con and have just released a whole series of Kinder involving DC. What's those Funko, something or other? A bunch of little Funko figurines show up in these, but I don't know where you get those. And there'll be Christmas ones, and right now they're Halloween ones, and there's Easter ones. So you never know. Oh, so this is another dinosaur. This is not as authentic as others. In fact, this one's not even given a name, and it's a. I know what it's supposed to be. I can't think of the name of the dinosaur right now. Stegosaurus? But it's that one right there, whatever that is. And I guess you got to put, so you got, see 3 pieces? 3 pieces. See, I've got my engineering work. I've got to put this piece in that piece and that piece and this piece and this piece and that piece. See how this, what is that? Hold on, what is going on here? So this goes in here. Excuse me. The Winn-Dixie by me has not all Winn-Dixies have $1.25. I found it when I stopped at a Winn-Dixie just south of Mulberry, or just north of Mulberry, off of 60. 60 goes east-west. 60 east-west. I'm sorry, 60 east-west. So just north of that is there's a Winn-Dixie, and that's where I found there's $1. I went in there just because I was stopping. I think I was driving. Somehow this doesn't work. Hold on. Yes, it will. It will. I've never had these things not come together, so I'm doing. It's me. There we go. But that must be. It must do something. Hold on. Because it's squishy there again. So this must have, or is it just that? No, look at that. All right. So this must do something. Doesn't say it does. Oh, it does. Oh, okay. So you put it in water. It makes this thing sticky, so you can actually stick it on a wall. Or stick it like that. So that's what it is. You get that a little wet, and you stick it on a wall and scare your parents. That's the idea, or anyone. It doesn't matter. It could be any age. You scare your children. Anyway, that's interesting. Interesting. You never know what you get in these things. So we'll tee off with this. Perchance another dinosaur. So they come in. I was going to get some last night. I was just so tired. I just 6.8 miles. All the walking and waiting signs and back and forth, and wow, was I ever tired. Yes, well, like I've got a lot of my Kinder collect, and I'm not trying to collect Kinder. I want to support them. I want children. I wish I could. I remember the fun of going and finding children's things around. Um, they were cheap, the 5 and 10 cent store Cottrells in Winter Park, and we could spend a nickel or a dime and get little things like this. And my sister and I were so tickled to do that. You didn't have to have a lot of money; you just had a nickel or a dime. But actually, that back then that was still a lot of money. But, it wasn't that long ago, but I think this is a neat thing. Actually, so these ran. This was $7 right here for these 3. Kinder eggs are running. Wow, they've jumped. They were at $1.50. They're now almost $2.50 each. So there's been a major jump here. And I would guess it's because of the amount. These toys can't be cheap, and the chocolate's gone up, milk and so on. So I'm guessing that's it. But I think little children should have little cute little surprises. Look, this isn't a based like that DC Funko. So you've got 2 businesses being represented. Stop it. I like this. There's no brand. It doesn't say, on here. It doesn't say Campbell's. It doesn't say Frito Lay. It's just in fact, I don't think the word Kinder is on these. I don't believe it is because I remember looking at this year when they started coming here in the states. There's no Kinder on it, so it's just a toy. So you may come across these little things sitting around, and you'd have no idea where it came from unless you knew Kinder. I think that's neat. I think little children need that. Okay, well, thank you both for being here. How are you all doing today? How's that sale going? I should go over there. When's it over? When's the sale over? When is that sale over? Or when are you sailing over the deep blue sea? I should, but I don't need. Oh, today was the last Oktoberfest over at the German American Society of Central Florida over in Castleberry. That is a great place to go for, and I don't drink alcohol, as you may or may not know. I don't indulge. I haven't drawn anything. Look, I'm 15 minutes in. I haven't drawn a thing. Been talking all this time. Oh, hello, Andrea Kaczynski. But how's the antique store? Is Hope still with us? Let's find out. We're talking about Kinder toys. My intent is to come in drawing. I was actually going to start early and do this, open up this little package before. But I've been downloading the videos, Mr. Dolphin. And I finally downloaded a bunch of. I've had trouble downloading some of them. I was able to download a bunch of them today, so I need to do some mini videos. But I got some. The good thing about going to the here, always good if you want to show somebody or something happy is to open their mouth. It's always good. Andrea, when are you doing another live video? When are you adding to the Voice of Hope? When's your next one? Coming around the mountain. I'm one to talk, huh? Well, I'm doing these. See, I'm having to look at this and figure out skeletally what this would function. Here, let me get this light a little differently than that is. There we go. Trying to figure out skeletally how this works. I guess what is that? What is that? What is that thing over at the Indian River Antique? Because I did go to Sam's Club because I needed. Well, I called Indian River Antique because I was very tired, but I did get by there because it was it's so far up in 192. I really don't want to drive that much back and forth. So I stopped there and picked up stuff. Whoops, let's keep editing. Why am I needing to keep editing? Did I not post this? Did I not post this? Why is this showing I'm not posting? Oh, did I not post this? No, I'm showing I posted it. I just posted. I'm way behind posting cartoons. I just posted. And by the way, Andrea, that's one you're in. And Melissa with the spaghetti guy. But this is the 26th, and I'm only posting the 20th today. Uh-oh, keep editing. Why am I having editing issues? Editing should be done. No, I don't know what's going on there. It's got that's there. Keep editing. All right. Anyway, I need to find this, so I'll just deal with it later, I guess. Okay, leave page. I hope it worked. Whoops. 90%. So that sale ends tomorrow. Really don't want to drive up tomorrow. Why are they posting a horse-drawn bus from the 1890s? Are they selling this? History defined. Well, let me know. Got some more of your stuff listed. Really? Those Rugrat. Wow, those things have been following me around for a long time because I kept running across them. Those silly little boxes are so. The long ones specifically were so weird. Uh, and Andrea, these are about those Rugrat ones were the ones I'd gotten getting things for Taylor and Jacob, and I picked those up along the way as something to collect eventually. I don't know why I always was collecting things to sell when I knew I would never sell them because I didn't have a. I knew I couldn't do it. Okay, Mel says tomorrow's the last day for the sale. Yeah, I'd like to go buy it. Anyway, I went to Sam's Club and I picked up a bunch of things like bananas and bread and so on. But I was talking to my friend Sarah Hardy, who is in. She's in. We're talking political stuff and some other things. And I was just really tired. Wasn't paying attention. I parked the cart and I wasn't really paying. Apparently, someone got into my cart and took the bread, took the bananas, took forget what. I think it's some peanuts in there. I'm trying to eat a little better. Um, oh, here I don't want to do that quite. Oh, darn! I just negated his. There's what I that. This is what happened. I wasn't paying attention, and I lost what. So someone pulled them out, and I don't. I came back and no bananas, no. Wonder why they put a crook in there. Interesting. Isn't it funny that more people, and Andrea take note, more people, and I guess Dolphin too, isn't it interesting, more people come on Sunday than they do on, we had this on Facebook too, didn't we? So the same thing. Saturday's a quieter day. It depended, but it is. Sundays was where more came. I'm going to more actively try to get my Facebook pages back next week. I've had to take off because of the Christmas prints. I'm very concerned I'm going to get burned by this. Um, Christmas card thing I've been doing for the History Museum, and I'm kind of warning them about it because I will be outwardly blaming them if that happens. I'm saying don't burn. I said to William on Thursday, don't burn me. I left a message with Stacy on Friday, don't burn me. So I warned them, and I should have. I'm not. I'm tickled to do it, but I need them to be. They're really. I think it's just that they're not being managed well, and they're making some boo boos. I can't get the dimensions to these cards. They just can't do it. And the one on Christmas lights and the Christmas star, I gotta have dimensions because I think I'm doing too tall. But no one's returning my call, and William doesn't know, and he took 2 days off for this um, sale. But I tell you, it's really going to get me. It's going to further shut me down from helping organizations. I've been limiting more and more. But if nothing else, I'll use them for Fine Art America. But really, I don't sell much of Fine Art America. Uh, let's see, what kind of toys did you all grow up with? Yeah, but why Sunday evening? I wonder why Sunday evening. So, and now I know I can do this. Actually, I should be. Oh, my kitty! Oh no, it's the other one. The other one has a kitty on it. This one doesn't. Whoops. He won't stay there forever, will he? No, I bet I can park him in there though, for now. Oh, you can't see him. Oh gosh, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I need this up higher. Or back it off. Let me just back this thing. Back. There we go. It's going to slide forward. I hope not. We'll find out. That's better though. Hold on. I need some frosty. My sinuses are all, but I haven't been sleeping right. Well, I've been overdoing it. What are some of your favorite toys? I'm going to put a train here. Oh, Andrea, I'll just go ahead and just say it right. Well, I'll have to call you about something that's happening. I'll call you about something that's happening. Or you call me. I don't think the stuff taken out of my cart was malicious. I think it was, I parked it beside clearly some other carts that had stuff that they'd picked up from that people had left behind. I think they just thought someone left it behind, just picked them up to put them back. I didn't notice it until I didn't notice it until I guess I was about to go to bed, and I saw on the right. Wait a minute, what happened to the bananas? See, I'm also nervous if I did the stuff for the History Center, and then they go ahead and use what I sent them anyway, and I don't want them if they're not going to fulfill the whole. Uh, this is stuff I worried about when I was starting out. Today, we professionals are treated like this all the time because, frankly, the things that I'm doing for them could be done with that AI. Well, they'd have trouble doing it, but at least partially could be done. I'm just afraid. Again, this is a situation where folks aren't doing their job. They're too busy doing other things and they're not paying attention. And this is where I warn between that week before Thanksgiving to the week after New Year's. But see, people are acting like this all year long, I notice. For example, William splitting his time between things. You just can't do that. I mean, you can, but it's not right because you're letting other things suffer. And whatever that Stacy lady's doing, you got to come through. The people who are to print the Christmas cards, Carl Ambrose, he and I have had a number of conversations because he's been finding the same thing. There's all kinds of intent, but the problem is if you intend and you're telling others and then you leave them hanging, that ain't good. I have a lot of good intentions. Like I'm a little bit in a different spot. I don't have a staff. I'm on my own here for the most part, but I think Hope and Dolphin helped me out with this eBay thing. That's a huge help. Getting help these days is very difficult. There's a toy box, something unheard of these days. I had a toy, my sister and I had a toy box like this actually, and lost that in the move a year ago. It's almost been a year, Andrea. Almost been a year. I was fit to be tied a year ago at this time. Watching the clock tick away. Actually, it was I did 6.8 miles yesterday. The last time I did 6 miles was 1 year ago today. I went back. I was checking because I was curious. 1 year ago today, I did 6 miles. It must have been running back and forth to the storage room, put in as many boxes as I could, running back and forth, back and forth. Probably Tony was helping me too. Uh-oh. Weeble Wobbles one. Yes, yes, yes. And I don't know, Andrea, what you play with? Do you still have your Weebles, Hope? I haven't seen any at the antique store that I recall, but Weebles had kind of gone out by the time. Well, you know this with Dolphin. By the time had little people around. They're like Kinder eggs, really. Just don't open up with little toys inside. They had the firemen and I might have a couple because Amber was the right age for that stuff, but I don't think she did. I'll have to ask her. call that. I talked to Amber briefly about the situation of coming up with me in the next 3 months. She'd keep an eye out for stuff up her way. She has a reason to want me to come up that way because I could help with her little people. But the problem is the financial side of that's the problem. Actually, Amber works for Salvation Army. She just got promoted here in the past week. Officially, they've been trying to do a promotion now for almost 8-9 months. And where did Andrew? Oh, what came up in your memories today? Oh, what? What came up in your memories? Oh. Was that the Berry Country Club? Oh, that was Halloween based, wasn't it? Oh, I forgot. So that was how many years ago was that? It's where I first met Andrea. Was at that country club event. She was handling the gig. I remember being tired for that event because it was a long drive and it was. Okay, what was the other thing you wrote? Oh yeah, Raggedy Ann. Somewhere, so I've got a. I don't know what happened to that during the mess last year. I know I had a whole bunch of Raggedy Ann and Andy stuff. I'm not sure where that is. I need to start. So what's going to happen in this apartment is I'm just pulling things and starting to lay everything out because I've got to get myself organized better. Gruel was Gruelle. There's a fella that comes to the antiquarian book fair every year, and he's always looking for. In fact, folks, some of the book dealers are looking for stuff to sell because they know he's coming by. Yep. And that had a dinosaur in it? That's right. I said I'd redraw that, didn't I? And I haven't. I haven't been able to meet up with y'all. Because that's how you get that done. Okay, well, they're toys. Which you said my sinuses are going again. Oh, I'm all stuffed. I saw the barometric pressure's been way up. I think it's what helped exhaust me yesterday, walking back and forth in the street, waving signs and flags. I've got photos, by the way. I'm not posting those, and I'll send them to y'all. They're on my Twitter. And I posted them. You know where I've been recently getting a lot of reaction, or more, not a lot, but a little bit of reaction, is over at Truth Social. So I've been actually posting over there a lot more. Surprised. Very surprised. What else is there? I'll put another dinosaur up here just because that's easy. It takes up space. And, oh. Yeah, Dolphin, let me know when you're ready for another container. I think I've got 3 ready for you. Ooh, that goes down a little further than I did. So that goes there, and that goes there. This next coming week, I'm going to start doing the cute little animals for your booth. The thought is I'll do some, because I'm going to kind of pencil those, I think, and then ink them, and then during that hour do a watercolor. I know folks don't necessarily like the watercolor part of it because it's kind of boring, but they're going to be short and small and not too involved. Oh, the good thing about the fundraiser thing I did on Thursday is that I got a page done of the something. I've got to get this book done. Now I'm really running out of time. Oh, I spoke very briefly to Laura Lee Thompson yesterday. She said, while I was doing the flag wave, I guess she called me back. She said, "Can I call you back?" And then, can I call you back later? and I've not heard from her. There's an event coming up on November 4th. I really shouldn't be going to, but I'm going to because I need to. I figure that's when I really have a chance to talk to Laura Lee. She's like me. If you want to talk to me, better get me in person because I'm not. It can be difficult to get to on the phone. I joined it not long after it started. I'm asking questions. I should look around here. I've got toys all around me. I've still got. There's a monkey toy, a monkey I show. These two monkeys. I wonder if y'all might help me mail that thing to Diana. These two monkeys. I can't remember when I got them. It was in the late '90s because it was during the Taylor Jacob mess, and I cannot believe I've not misplaced them. They have been in. They've been in three or four because I forget what car that was. That was the Taurus. That was the blue Taurus and the white Taurus. And then my father's car. After he died, I was having to use it, and then this current car. They've been in all, and they've traveled many places. I can't believe I've got them. Still got them. They're both together. They've been separated many times. They always come back together. There they are. They're right. They haven't been in the car recently. And I don't. I think I got them at a yard sale. They were in North Carolina with me. Because they'd been separated for a long time during the move. I found them both. They both got. Um, I got them both together. In fact, I think one was in the other car. You like Barbies? I just saw they have Barbies, little like these Kinder things. You can get little kitties and puppies in packages, what they call blind packages or whatever they call. I don't like that using that word, but but it's a pack. You open it up, you don't know what's inside. I just saw those yesterday. Where? How could I see them yesterday? Oh, I may have seen them at CVS because it's the only place I think I went into. Yeah, I don't know why I have a straw hat on them. Oh, I was gonna put a little sailor type cap. By the way, all these drawings could go up for sale. They don't otherwise give away. And if any of y'all would like this, let me know. Those who are active in the chat can have these free. I gotta figure out getting those. I gotta locate. Oh, the one for Alice, I think is in the other room. In a pile of stuff for people. What 8 years ago was the Halloween? How am I getting those mixed up? Here we go. What time is it? So I should actually say, so starting, let me say Monday, start doing the cute little animals. I've got to get all the boards in one place, all the watercolor in one place, so I can start getting those done. So maybe we got to talk about when to meet over at Erna Nixon. Okay, so it's Saturday. It's so late. So Sunday's probably a bad idea. Anyway, so we want to meet at Erna Nixon on Tuesday. That's at Dinosaur Football. Well, next time we get together, I'll replace that, whenever that is. Oh, I should draw the other monkey. Now they're both there. I don't know if these are sellable, though. Because they're silly. I just got a lot of them. I just found a whole pile of drawings like this from when I was doing these, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, some you can't sell, but some you might be able to. If there's anything decent. Tuesday, okay. Okay, there we go. I thought I was going to have a lot more energy than I do. I got up today. It's loud upstairs. They got me up. Oh my god. Anyway, around 9ish. I only had a few hours sleep, so I tried to get some more rest. It didn't work out too well, so I just took another nap today, around 4 to 6 or so. Because I'm not careful, I'll be a mess next week. Last of the sign waving, last of the sign waving, for another 2 years. Usually, in the midterm, what they call midterm elections, the sign waving's a lot less. For example, there's a lot of people, and all they care about is waving for one candidate. It's all they care about. But in the midterms, it's all governor and some Congress and some local elections, and it's very hard to get people to really care about those and get out and do much. And November 5th is going to, whatever happens, is going to be a big bellwether of where things are going in the future. Be very interesting. And of course, my fight against Amendment 3 continues. Finding more and more on my side that are for it. And I was with one in the over at Ted Whitlock, and I had a little talk with her. She was having troubles with what I was saying. But she hasn't been where I have, has she, Andrea? They don't understand. They just don't understand. Oh, and some guy from New York who's recently moved here. He thinks, we were up in New York and we didn't have any problems with it up there. You don't understand the state. You don't understand it. And the thing is, Tom Hochman and I have gone back on. I think he's just being argumentative about it, just because he likes to do that. Because I could come at so many angles at that. There's just nowhere you can go. You can't. I leave no air to be able to counter it because I know so much about this stuff. I'm dumb about a lot of stuff. This issue, I know more than I want to know. They only think about themselves and what they see around them. They don't think about. I point out that if you're against Amendment 4, then you're against Amendment 3. If you care about little children, babies, don't you care about them getting older, being stuffed with drugs? Seems like it's the same argument. If you want to save their lives, don't you want to save the lives when they get older too? They just don't. They can't make that connection. And part of that is that the Amendment 4 thing is being a very narrow-minded approach to it, and it needs to be a wider view. The abortion thing's actually not just that point; it goes beyond that. These little babies are going to grow up, and what happens to them, and what are you putting them in? You need that. So the importance of it is more than just birth. It goes beyond this. This is a great way to argue it with those who are for Amendment 4, because they too are only thinking about the moment. They're not thinking about beyond that. And a great thing to do is, like if you have a child, in Andrea's case, point to Caleb, and Hope's case, point to Dennis. That's how you get it. You say, look, it's not just a baby; it's a lot more than that. And Amendment 3 is certainly even more so, because that's a life term. That's a lifetime too. Yeah, Andrew, if you want, give me a call tonight or whenever, and I'll tell you what else is happening. There's more stuff. I won't get into it here. But there you go. And I shouldn't be getting into this here either, but this Amendment 3 things, I just can't believe I'm having struggles. And I think it's just that there are users on all sides, and they're just looking for more access to it. And the argument that this involves big companies is preposterous. It has nothing to do with big companies. This has to do with some very big evil going on. And I wish DeSantis was honest about that. Stop talking about, Truly's bad, but it's what's behind Truly. It's behind so much. As I said to all of them, You get my car. Let me give you a little drive. I'll give you some perspective of some things you never thought of before. New York guy looked at me and said, "Whoa, this is Florida's paradise." I said, "Yeah, look, get in my car. Let me take you to a few places. I'll show you paradise. I hope you're well armed because you're gonna wish you were. You don't have to be, but you'll wish you were. You'll wish you were." Yeah, Andrew could drive you some places too. And the problem is, those places we know are in certain areas. Amendment 3 passes, those areas are going to expand. It's all about expanding the market. That's what this is about. But I'm talking, I was like, I'm preaching to the choir. But still, anyway, how's that? It looks like I got a lot of blank here. Maybe it should be that way. And we're 10:20. No, today's not 10:20. Today's 26. It's posted 10:20. I'm going to try to post a bunch of these pictures. Tomorrow. I'm posting on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Truth Social, and that's about it. As I say, next week I'm going to get more serious about getting after. Not serious, I haven't had time. When I was working at City Hall, and I was doing City Hall, political cartoons, the caricature gigs, the freelance artwork, handling the stuff with Edith and the children, all these things, I still put all my time and all my dedication to each of those jobs. And this problem I'm having with working with people today who think that, well, I got these other things, so I'm just going to let this other stuff slide. I didn't let it slide. I put everything into everything. I did a gig. I was there. And then when I left work, I was there to the end of the day working like crazy. And sometimes I'd stay longer. And then I go do the gig, work like crazy. I put everything into it. That mentality is just not there today. Like William took 2 days off because he saw that doing his thing was going to doing his thing. He was going to be too tired the next day. How did I work at City Hall till 4 or 5 o'clock and then go do a gig from basically getting there, setting up 6 o'clock, starting at 7, working till 10:30, breaking down, getting on the road again about 11, getting home around midnight, then getting up and being back at work the next day. I did that for what, 2 decades? I just don't understand the working mentality. William and Hope are the same age. Um, that mentality, that lack of this idea that you got to relax all the time, you got to take time off, and all. Golly, guys, get to work. We only live so long. You can't do this stuff. Time's a wasting. It's hard now as I'm getting older to do it, but William's not that old. He could still. I'm not that I'm ancient, but I'm past that point where my body starts to really slow down, and it's become more difficult. And also, the virus hysteria did me in, and this current situation with my house and all has done me in the past year, has really affected me. I wish it wasn't true, but 'tis. I'm trying to fight it, but I can't believe I don't have this Gopher Tours thing done. I'm going to put, I've got a page done. Actually, where is it? Where is that page? It's out there. Well, I got to go scan that in and I'll place it. I got to get this Gopher Tours thing done. All right, so like here, whole hour. I'm putting all my time and attention here. I should be more entertaining, but just you guys, you three. I don't know if anyone else. If anyone else is here, they're being real quiet. By the way, yes, if you do get a chance, let me make sure I do it. Like it. I've been so happy to see so many people liking. That helps viewership. And Dennis, we should talk about doing some things. If I doing these little cartoon things to the little. I don't. I've got them all in a. I've got them all in this canvas thing over here. So when I start doing that, we could do a little video of all the drawings that are available and post those and say, if you would like to purchase these, here they are. They are here. but I need to get my Facebook pages back. I realized how little I mean, really, what I can reach here, YouTube is one thing, and then I'm gonna try to get some sped up versions done here in the next by the next live tomorrow night. So this is October 26th. You guys might make the 31st. I've only missed. I think I missed kind of missed one day, but that was it. Okay, what else? True. I love the details. Oh, thank you. I can call tomorrow. I said I'll be here. So yes, I know that time that's that time of year. Christmas coming. Whatever's happening here, I'm putting up. I wonder if I should darken this because that is a little confusing. Yeah, I posted a live I did at the silent auction. I was going to ask some folks to help me, but frankly, a lot of them were just sitting around before, during, and after. I just did. I just, well, if they don't have enough energy to be working like crazy during the silent auction, they're not going to be. I did get a chance to talk to two people. I'm not one to sit and chat, as you may know, but in this case, I did because they're both. One was from. It's fascinating. One was born and raised Pensacola. The other was well, actually, he wasn't born in Miami, specifically around Hialeah. He was born, I think he said in Pennsylvania, but he went to school in Hialeah the rest of his life. It was funny because I'm talking to both about two completely different places, and they both knew where I was talking about. And then the lady had been in Tampa. We were talking about that area of Tampa she was in. Uh, we had the guy was just thrilled to talk about Hialeah. He just there's so I just feel bad. There's so many people that dislocated, if you will, and it'd be neat to get them together. And I wish I could get. I was always trying to hope to get some Miami people in Ocala together because I knew a whole bunch of them that were um, um, born and raised up there and could reminisce. And I need to get back to some of my drawings, stuff like that. But I don't know what. Who knows as the time goes by here, what's going to happen to me. Then Christmas is going to be interesting. I still haven't gotten the Christmas card, guys. Thank you. As we come to 8:51. All right. Well, I've spent this whole time doing one drawing, and it's this one. What's in your toy shop? Basically, in this case, this little dinosaur became the subject, coming out of the Kinder egg. And then still, it's neat. And again, so you take the little piece there, you wet this, and you put it there, or you can put it on a wall. I guess I can't see that holding on a wall, but maybe it does. It holds there. So I took another Kinder thing. Here's this elephant I have. To the elephant. Whoops, there he goes. Elephant, go on, elephant, stay there. Whoop, there he goes. So that's neat that holds like it does. Pretty neat. So again, the joys for children today are in the Kinder eggs. The Kinder eggs. Even though they are $2.50, you could sometimes find them for $2 sale price. Sometimes I think occasionally Aldi will have them $1.80 something or so on, but they aren't cheap, and I don't care for the chocolate candy stuff in it. I love German chocolate, but not what's in there. I don't like that creamy stuff. Ugh. I mean, it's okay. I'll eat it. I don't want it to waste. But so thank you for being here. Yes, please, Andrew, give me a call tomorrow. I'll catch up on stuff because I think you're going to want to hear about what's happening. Thank you, Hope, and I'll talk to you all. Should I call y'all tonight or call y'all tomorrow to coordinate? I need to coordinate next week. I have things. I have too many things loosey goosey next week, and I need to nail some things down. Because and whoever nails it down, that's what I'm doing. So can I give y'all a call, Hope? Dragon, Dolphin. Why do I keep want to call you Dragon? Can I call you right after this? Yes, no. Hello, anyone home? Are you discussing this? Okay, I'll call you tonight just because it's on my mind, and if I wait till tomorrow, I'll forget because there's too much going on. There's a lot of election stuff happening next week, a lot of stuff happening. I'm trying to I need to keep doing that sign flag waving. It makes me feel better in case things do go awry on because we're not going to know election results on the 5th, the night of the 5th. Like Andrea, I know church. It could be a week before we get like Pennsylvania. It could be a week. So that's it could be a long week. But we'll find out. We'll find out. I sure hope things go a certain way. But we'll see. All right. I hope to get caught up in this posting. All right, I'll talk to y'all shortly. Andrea, please call me tomorrow. Anyone else who's been here or sees the replay, thank you. I'm sorry there's been a lot of political talk in this one. I will see y'all later, and I hope to have a sped up version of this. Maybe I should just concentrate. I've downloaded about 9 of these here today, so I'll get to downloading this. The downloader has been working well, so let me see if I can download and get a sped up version by tomorrow of this. There's a good goal. See y'all later. Thank you. I remember 2000 all too well. I was there. I was talking to some of the folks yesterday about my. No, they had no idea. They weren't here. I can't believe how I'm not. How is it that I've been so involved for so long and nobody is so few have been so few. We're all spread out, or so many of. I remember I worked in Palm Beach during the 2000 election. Wow, the adventures I had there. All right, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Rob Smith here. Take care. Good night. Good night.